in an era where you have the opportunity to get into politics. You see, now that you are here, have you studied about the politics? What does it take to be a mayor? What does it? And don't forget what I taught you. If you don't read up on it, you will not hear God about it. You won't hear God about it. Because God must first expose you to the desire. He works in you first to will before to do. Never forget that. Get curious. Get curious. So, the Roman Empire had been persecuting Christians for eons until a man named Constantine, who was the emperor at the time, he just looked at the sun. He was looking at the sun for idol worship. He was worshiping the sun god. But instead, he saw the cross on the sun. That's why I was telling you. Ah, my God. God knows how to colonize things that were used in ungodliness. Another sermon for another day. He saw the cross. And a voice told him, by this sign, you will have great victory. So he knew that the Christian God was promising him victory in his next battle. So he put the inscription of the cross on all the shields of his people. And even though they were the underdogs in that battle, they won. So he became a Christian instantly. Came up with the Edict of Milan, prohibiting the persecution of Christians. A strong politician did that, a king. He was the one that eventually called for the Council of Nicaea. See, are you getting what I'm saying here? Almost never in church history did the church grow rapidly on priesthood alone. Look at the Catholic Church. Say whatever you want to say about the perceived excesses. But the combination of church and state. Now let me tell you something. When you look at the way people look at the church and criticize the church, something strange. Nobody looks at Whiskey and say, why can't you call for a campaign? Haven't you noticed that? Or past presidents. Who better to protest than past presidents? This is not how things are done. Come on, we want a better nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody calls them at all. And as ridiculous as that seems, as extreme as that seems, somehow, intuitively, people know that the church cannot be totally exempt from governance. There is just a secret intuition. They can't articulate it. They know you cannot. See, they know that God has given us too much grace to be uninvolved. They can't articulate it. They can't explain why. And it annoys me because there are several other people. When you gather like this, they say, if all these people could gather to demand from the government. Meanwhile, they have Obile, Dirty December, all those. Maybe there is a secret supernatural intuition. They just know you ought to be involved. They can't explain it. And guess what? They are right. Is it about your anointing that only works in church? Why can't the wisdom of God on your life translate to policies?